Contra is a special category mutual fund which will always go against the market tide. I would like to use some of the example. During the 2017, ICICI Bank had very tough time. In that time, Chanda Kochar, she was the CEO of the bank. Due to some reason, she had to resign from the bank. In that time, bank has corrected more than 50%. In that time, everybody was selling ICICI Bank, but very few mutual funds companies, they were buying ICICI Bank because they knew that this problem is going to be a short-term problem. In the future, things will going to normalize, again stock will bounce back. But fast forward today, right now ICICI Bank, which is trading around 1400. Friends, when quality stocks, when they are facing a short-term problem and problem can be resolved in the short term, when you buy that stock during that tough time, for that we call it as a contra bet. Hello friends, this is Vijay and welcome back to my channel. Friends, in this video I would like to compare two contra category mutual fund. One is the SBI contra fund and second one is Kotak contra fund. Friends, you can stay till the end because you'll be learning a lot in this video. Let's get started. Kotak contra fund, which was started in 2005. If you look at the AUM, asset under management, which is 4,000 crores. If you look at the expense ratio, which is 1.40%. If you look at the NAV, net asset value, which is 179. If you look at the SBI contra fund, which was started in 1999, it's been 25 years now. It's a 20 years old fund. If you look at the AUM, which is 4,000, SBI is 45,000. AUM is higher than Kotak mutual fund. If you look at the expense ratio, both mutual funds almost all they are having same expense ratio. If you look at the NAV, which is 390, since it is an older fund, NAV is 390. If you look at the asset allocation in Kotak contra fund, 95% of allocation into equity market, 5% of allocation into debt market. In SBI contra fund, 90% of allocation into equity market, 10% of allocation into debt market. If you look at the equity allocation in Kotak contra fund, 60% of allocation into large cap, 18% of allocation into mid cap, 17% of allocation into small cap. In SBI contra fund, 60% of allocation into large cap, 16% of allocation into mid cap, 14% of allocation into small cap. Both funds are having same amount of allocation into large cap stocks. If you look at the top 5 sectors, Kotak contra fund, 23% of allocation into banks, 16% of allocation into IT and software, 10% of allocation into finance, 8% of allocation into petroleum products, 6% of allocation into automobiles. In SBI contra fund, 32% of allocation into finance, 14% of allocation into energy, 8% of allocation into technology, 7% of allocation into healthcare, again 7% of allocation into metal and mining. Both the fund, they are going to invest into different sectors. If you look at the top 10 stocks in Kotak contra fund, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, State Bank of India, Reliance Industry, Infosys, Bharti Airtel, Tech Mahindra, Axis Bank, Mphasis, and NTPC Limited. In SBI contra fund, HDFC Bank, Reliance Industry, ICICI Bank, ITC, Kotak Bank, GAIL, Punjab National Bank, Tata Steel, Dabur, HCL Technology. Both mutual funds, they are investing into completely different stocks in different sector, except HDFC Bank, Reliance Industry, and ICICI Bank. If you look at the global exposure, Kotak Mutual Fund, they don't take any global exposure. With regards to the SBI Contra Fund, they are investing into global stocks. Some of the stocks are Cognizant and FM System. If you look at the fund manager in Kotak Contra Fund, Shibani Kurian is the fund manager. She has got 20 years of experience in the industry. Since 2005, she has been managing the fund. If you look at the SBI Contra Fund, Dinesh Balachandran is the fund manager. He has got 22 years of experience in the industry. Since 2018, he has been managing the fund. If you look at the return, since inception, Kotak Contra Fund, which has generated 20% of return, 10,000 rupees SIP in the scheme since inception. Now your investment value will become 24 lakh, market value will become 2 crore rupees. Since inception, the both fund has generated 20% of return, which is very good. But if you look at the SBI Contra Fund, which is 25 years old fund, that's the reason 10,000 rupees SIP in the scheme since inception. Now your investment value will become 30 lakh, market value will become 7 crore rupees. Here, which is 2 crore rupees. Friends, in this video, we have discussed about two contra fund. One is SBI Contra and Kotak Contra Fund. Friends, contra category mutual funds, they are highly volatile in the nature. But if you are willing to take the risk and if you are willing to invest for long term, then you can aram se invest into contra category mutual fund. Friends, I hope you find this video useful. If you like this video, please to subscribe, please share it with a community. If you require any help with regards to the mutual fund investment, you can contact me in the below link. Thank you so much.